Do you want to learn English with a mystery? In this video, you will listen to a mysterious story called The Stranger on the Train. You will learn 500 essential words for A1 and A2 levels. First, listen to the story. Then, we will break it down step by step. I will show you the meaning, and you will repeat after me. Are you ready to solve the mystery and speak English? Let's start.
Tom is a journalist. Tom is a journalist. He lives in London. He lives in London. One rainy night, he takes the train to Manchester. One rainy night, he takes the train to Manchester. The train is very quiet. The train is very quiet. There are not many people. There are not many people. Tom sits near the window. Tom sits near the window. He wants to read his book. He wants to read his book. Suddenly, a woman enters the train car. Suddenly, a woman enters the train car. She wears a long black coat and a hat. She wears a long black coat and a hat. She carries a heavy red bag. She carries a heavy red bag. She sits opposite Tom. She sits opposite Tom. She looks nervous. She looks nervous. She looks at her watch every minute. She looks at her watch every minute. Tom watches her secretly. Tom watches her secretly. Why is she nervous? Why is she nervous? The train stops at a small station. The train stops at a small station. The doors open. The doors open. The woman stands up quickly. The woman stands up quickly. She leaves the train, but she leaves her red bag on the seat. She leaves the train, but she leaves her red bag on the seat. Tom calls out, "Hey, you forgot your bag." Tom calls out, "Hey, you forgot your bag." But the doors close. But the doors close. The train moves. The train moves. The woman is gone. The woman is gone. Tom looks at the red bag. Tom looks at the red bag. It is alone on the seat. It is alone on the seat. He thinks, what is inside? He thinks, what is inside? He looks around. He looks around. No one is watching. No one is watching. He reaches for the bag. He reaches for the bag. He opens it slowly. He opens it slowly. Inside there is no money. Inside there is no money. There are no clothes. There are no clothes. There is only an old map and a silver key. There is only an old map and a silver key. Suddenly, Tom's phone rings. Suddenly, Tom's phone rings. It is an unknown number. It is an unknown number. He answers. He answers. A deep voice says, "Do not open the bag." A deep voice says, "Do not open the bag." The call ends. The call ends. Tom is shocked. Tom is shocked. How do they know? How do they know? He looks at the map. He looks at the map. It shows a location in Manchester. It shows a location in Manchester. It is marked with a red X. It is marked with a red X. Tom puts the key in his pocket. Tom puts the key in his pocket. The train goes faster into the dark night. The train goes faster into the dark night. His adventure begins now. His adventure begins now. The train arrives in Manchester. The train arrives in Manchester. Tom gets off the train quickly. Tom gets off the train quickly. It is still raining heavily. It is still raining heavily. Tom pulls his coat tight. Tom pulls his coat tight. He walks to the city center. He walks to the city center. He looks at the old map again. He looks at the old map again. The red X is near an old library. The red X is near an old library. The streets are dark and empty. The streets are dark and empty. Tom feels afraid, but he continues. Tom feels afraid, but he continues. He walks for 20 minutes. He walks for 20 minutes. Finally, he sees the library building. Finally, he sees the library building. It looks scary in the dark. It looks scary, in the dark. He walks around the building. He walks around the building. He searches for the location on the map. He searches for the location on the map. There is a small garden behind the library. There is a small garden behind the library. In the garden, he sees a small blue door. In the garden, he sees a small blue door. There is no handle on the door. There is no handle on the door. There is only a small keyhole. There is only a small keyhole. Does the silver key fit? Does the silver key fit? Tom takes the silver key from his pocket. Tom takes the silver key from his pocket. His hands shake a little. His hands shake a little. He puts the key in the lock. He puts the key in the lock. He turns the key slowly. He turns the key slowly. Click! The door unlocks. Click! The door unlocks. Tom pushes the heavy door open. Tom pushes the heavy door open. He walks inside carefully. He walks inside carefully. It is very dark inside. It is very dark inside. He uses his phone light. He uses his phone light. He sees a long hallway. He sees a long hallway. At the end of the hall, there is a light. At the end of the hall, there is a light. He hears a sound behind him. He hears a sound behind him. Someone is closing the blue door. Someone is closing the blue door. Tom turns around quickly. Tom turns around quickly. "Hello?" he shouts. "Hello?" He shouts. But nobody answers. But nobody answers. The door is locked again. The door is locked again. Tom is trapped inside. Tom is trapped inside. He must go to the light. He must go to the light. Tom walks slowly down the hall. Tom walks slowly down the hall. The light comes from a large room. The light comes from a large room. He enters the room carefully. He enters the room carefully. It is a beautiful library. It is a beautiful library. There are thousands of books on the walls. There are thousands of books on the walls. There is a fire in the fireplace. There is a fire in the fireplace. The room is warm and nice. The room is warm and nice. A person sits in a big chair. A person sits in a big chair. It is the woman from the train. It is the woman from the train. She does not wear her hat now. She does not wear her hat now. She holds a cup of tea. She holds a cup of tea. She smiles at Tom. She smiles at Tom. "Welcome, Tom," she says softly. "Welcome, Tom," she says softly. Tom is very confused. Tom is very confused. "Who are you?" he asks. "Who are you?" he asks. "I am a journalist too," she says. "I am a journalist too," she says. She points to the red bag on the table. She points to the red bag on the table. "This was a test," she explains. "This was a test," she explains. "A test?" Tom asks. "A test?" Tom asks. "Yes, we need curious people," she answers. "Yes, we need curious people," she answers. "You followed the clues." You followed the clues. "You found the key." You found the key. "And you opened the door." And you opened the door. "You are very brave." You are very brave. Tom sits down in a chair. Tom sits down in a chair. The woman gives him a cup of tea. The woman gives him a cup of tea. "Welcome to the Mystery Club," she says. "Welcome to the Mystery Club," she says. Tom smiles happily. Tom smiles happily. He is not afraid anymore. He is not afraid anymore. He drinks his tea. He drinks his tea. His new life begins today. His new life begins today.